Once upon a time, there was a mischievous boy who looked after some sheep near the village. The boy was often bored, and so one day he decided to play a trick on the villagers. "Wolf! Wolf!" he shouted loudly. The villagers came rushing up the hill to save the sheep. However, when they got there was no wolf to be seen. The boy laughed with glee. "I tricked you," he said. "You must not tell lies," shouted the villagers angrily as they returned to the village. Soon the boy grew bored again, and he thought for a moment and shouted, "Wolf! Wolf!" Once more the villagers rushed up the hill to save the sheep. The boy laughed at them. "I tricked you again," he said. "You must not tell lies," shouted the villagers. They hurried back down the village. Later that day, a huge wolf really did come into the field. The boy cried and cried, "Wolf! Wolf!" This time, the villagers just ignored the boy because they assumed he'd be tricking them again. And nobody came, and the wolf came and gobbled up all the sheep. Okay, so you may be asking, why did I just tell a story that you probably heard at primary school, if not before? Because MoYu could learn something from it. You see, what if they released in 2023? They have released a lot of 3x3s. Okay? A lot of 3x3s. Now, do they really need to release that many 3x3s? Because the issue is, you release one 3x3, it's decent, some people like it, some people don't. Then you release another 3x3. Some people like it, some people don't. And then you release another one. At some point, people don't bother getting it. Especially when you release 3 versions for each one. Now, I think that MoYu have done better from this than in previous years. At least in terms of 3x3s, because that's basically all they've released this year. I suppose the only other thing to mention, notable, that they've released is this, a snake, which is available in 24, 36, 60 and 72 piece lengths. And oh yeah, they also released a robot, but it's for solving 3x3s, and it takes a very long time to solve a 3x3. So, when MoYu do release a good cube that I really like, are people actually going to bother getting it? And Super Wailong sales have been pretty low, especially compared to previous years of GAN flagships and things like that. I mean, they haven't been terrible, but they've been pretty low. And this is the point. When you constantly release lots and lots of new 3x3s, people just don't really care. They're just like, yeah, another one. Probably not, probably pretty much the same. I prefer my Tornado V3, or I prefer my GAN 14. I'm not going to bother getting it. Whereas what I think MoYu should be doing, and my advice to them in 2024, is stop it with the 3x3s. The Super Wailong is really good. I really like it. You don't need to improve that. Make me a better 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, 2x2, pyramids, cube. I mean, a lot of your cubes are already the best on the market for this. But other cube companies are going to catch up. And if you're not ready to make a better version, then what's going to happen? And why not try some non-WCA stuff as well? We see Diane Sheng getting a lot of interest with all their non-WCA stuff. I mean, you are the company that made the 21x21. Although I have a feeling you're trying to get rid of them. So yeah, we don't need any more 3x3s, MoYu. we want other cubes, other WCA puzzles. Maybe, finally, a decent square one. I don't do square one, I don't care. Maybe something to compete with the Chi clock. You know, Chi clocks are pretty popular. Why are they pretty popular? Because they're the only decent clock. There is no alternative. If you want to be good at clock, you get the Chi clock. That's it. That's why they're so popular. No other reason. So yeah, why not make a clock? Or why not make a square one? Or why not make anything that isn't a 3x3? Or if you must make 3x3s, at least do something interesting with them, like the Xelon Mini did. Or just something different. I mean, to be fair, this is something different. I will give you that. This is something different. But it's kind of something that's not really necessary or relevant, because the Chi Plus is there and it's the exact same thing. I mean, I do think this turns slightly better than the Chi Plus, but Dianching have a magnetic one now. And obviously, like, a lot of people are only going to want to spend £8, so we'll get the non-magnetic one and not really care that there'd be a second faster at it with magnetic one, assuming they average 15 anyway, which most people don't, sadly. So, yep, that is my advice to MoYu. They probably won't listen to this, but that's what it is. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe.